Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome to another episode of What's in the Bag, Jay. Now, this is where I pick 6 movies from my collection that I haven't seen, write their names on a piece of paper, throw them in the bag, draw one at random, and do a review. Now, there's going to be some new rules that I'm going to implement this week, and I'll go over them as I go along. Now, returning from last week is Night of the Animated Dead. Scarecrow County, Witches in the Woods, Dark Stories, The Night, and I'm putting this one in for Jennifer Tochi and my buddy Rob over at Wacky World Lounge, who told me that I need to see this because, believe it or not, I've never seen it. It is called Blood-Sucking Freaks. So, the new rules are going to be things will play out like they normally do, and the reason why I'm changing the rules is 2 reasons. 1, to shake things up a little bit, and 2, because I'm not really getting the votes that I wanted on this. So, we're going to keep playing, and I'll go over what changes as it happens. Okay, let me give the bag a good tussle. And I do really appreciate the people who do vote. I really appreciate it. Because it does give me a gauge on what you guys like. Let's see. Alright, this week we have... Night of the Animated Dead. I'm going to set that aside. And set all the other movies side by side, and let my trusty Freddy vs. Jason die do the work. Now, this has always been, if it lands on a Freddy vs. Jason, or a 5, they would all come back. But I'm changing the rules. And I wanted to give a big shout out to Brad from Bronco Juggalo for helping me come up with this idea. If it lands on a 5, they will all still come back. But if it lands on a Freddy vs. Jason, then they all go bye-bye. All 5 of them. And I come up with a fresh set of movies. The only way you can save them is by voting. Because if you don't vote for the one you want to see, it won't come back. So, thank you, Brad. I appreciate that. And as far as not voting, if, say, I roll a 1, which I pick 1 out of here, you guys know the rules who've been watching this for a while. A 1, a 2, a 3, 4. What's going to happen is, if nobody votes, nobody voted for the night. Well, I want to see it, so I brought it back. So, I do appreciate the people who vote, keep voting, but kind of taking it out of people's hands because I'm just, I wanted more votes. I wanted to get a better gauge of what you guys like, so I'm going to have to take it on my own for a while until you guys decide that you want to vote or, so have you. So, all right, we're going to roll the die, see what happens. Leave it up to chance. 3. All right. Let me give the bag a good tussle. I'm going to draw 3 out of here. Coming back next week is Witches in the Woods. I knew Leon voted for that, so I'm happy that got picked. He's been voting for that. You guys know who you are that vote. And I really do appreciate it, believe me. Even if I get 50 votes for one thing, I do appreciate it. The second one coming back is Dark Stories. And the third movie that's coming back this week is Scarecrow County. I know that Hobbs and a few other people have voted for that one, so I do appreciate that. Now, if you want to see me review The Night or Blood-Sucking Freaks, then you're going to have to vote. But I may bring it back by myself on my own accord if I still want it to be in the bag. Then again, I might not. So, if you don't vote, you may not get a choice in what comes back. Right now, I'm going to go watch Night of the Animated Dead and come back with a review later. Well, I'm back. I just watched Night of the Animated Dead, and here are my thoughts. Night of the Animated Dead is a 2021 film which runs approximately 71 minutes and is directed by Jason Axon. Now, he was responsible for To Your Last Death, one video short, and a bunch of television. Now, this stars, as of course, voice actors because this is animated. Josh Duhamel is Harry Cooper. He was in Transformers, Safe Haven, and When in Rome. Dule Hill as Ben. He was in Hypnotic, Lockdown, and a bunch of TV. And Katharine Isabelle. Yes, Katharine Isabelle. As Barbara. She was in Torment, Freddy vs. Jason, and See No Evil 2. I really like this, but I can't really explain it. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. First of all, this is going to be a very short review because this is basically a shot-for-shot remake of the original Night of the Living Dead, with the exception of there was one scene where they showed where Ben got the truck that he took to the farm. So it's basically shot for shot. And they pretty much do all the dialogue that was in the film and so on and so forth. And what I can't figure out is why I liked it so much. Now, of course, it's colorized and it's animated, and that probably appeals to the kid in me somehow, or because of the cartoon and everything. But being a cartoon and being colorized, of course, it let him go a little bit farther as far as gore, which I thought was cool. But as I'm thinking about it, I really like this. I thought it was really, really extremely well done. They put a lot of work into it. Why is it I like this, but I don't like the Psycho remake? And that's one that maybe you guys can help me figure out. I don't understand why this, I felt, was such a good piece of work. I mean, yes, it's a cartoon, but it's basically a colorized, shot-for-shot remake, just about. The same way Psycho with Vince Vaughn was a shot-for-shot remake with maybe a couple extra parts. Same exact thing. But why did I like this one so much more? And I don't really care for the Psycho remake. And the funny thing is, they're both in black and white, and this turned them, this made them in color. I can't answer that question other than the fact that, was this really necessary? No. But I think it's cool that they did it. Was the Psycho movie, the remake, necessary? No. And I don't see a need for it. So that's what I'm kind of pondering right now. I will say that I do recommend this. If you are a big fan of Night of the Living Dead, which I am, it's my second favorite movie in the George A. Romero zombie lore. My first, of course, being Dawn of the Dead. I just don't get why I like this so much, but I don't like Psycho. And that kind of, I don't know, it kind of bothers me. I mean, you like what you like. There's really nothing you can do about that, but I don't know. I kind of feel like a hypocrite in a way. Because it's the same thing almost. Except for, of course, the one is live action and this is cartoon, and I mean, maybe that's it. I don't know. But yeah. Definitely check this one out. I liked it. And like I said, if you are a big fan of Night of the Living Dead, I think you'll like it too. And don't forget to vote for the ones that didn't make it, because you guys know the new rules. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time. Peace.